Go live on Stokemeter. Um, just streaming in from New Zealand right now. Um, it is actually 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I guess it's 7 o'clock in Orlando right now. So midday, about to get some stuff done. On a serious note, Steez Louise. I have no idea who Steez Louise is, but who knows? I was wondering why more riders don't wear knee braces for preventative reasons. Well, yeah, I mean, as you know, Randy Harris, I think Randall, he rides with two knee braces. He's never blown a knee out, so I mean, he's definitely on top of it with the preventative knee braces. It's probably something I should have done since I have blown out my ACL. And yeah, I mean, I guess one thing I learned about, where if you're wearing knee braces all the time, sometimes it can, your knees can almost kind of weaken. They can kind of rely on them. So I mean, as long as you're getting in the gym and strengthening your knees all the time and keeping on top of it, then definitely preventative knee braces is the way to go. I haven't really, up until lately, I haven't really thought I've had much knee problems. Um, but yeah, I mean, from what I heard, I mean, I've been going through some knee problems lately, and my my knee specialist seems to think I blew my ACL out 7 years ago, and did nothing about it then. So it's I've been riding for 7 years with a blown ACL, didn't know about it until I had a nasty crash out in I was in Orlando or out at Anthony Hollick's place, riding out there, had a nasty crash. There's actually a video of it on iWake.com. If you go to iWake, you'll see the video. My knee kind of bends sideways, and it's not pretty. But the funny thing was, it didn't actually swell up. It wasn't super painful. It was just a day or two. I was off the water, and it just kind of it came right, but from I've been having a few issues with it lately. It's been feeling a bit wobbly and a bit dodgy, so I just need to kind of get it checked out. I've got a specialist appointment on Friday, and they're really going to tell me if I need a knee reconstruction or not. So um, what else? What else? Yeah, no, I don't ride at 29 mile per hour and 90 feet. No, that's insane. That's Randall Harris, and I think Ben Greenwood started to ride pretty long, almost 90 feet, maybe like 87 or something like that. Um, but oh, a tall rider, Allison. Hi, Allison. How's it going? Yes, I am a tall rider. Look, I'm like this tall. I think I am about 6'2", maybe. It's probably um, I don't know. I haven't measured myself in a while. 6'2" last time I checked, maybe 6'2" and a half. So yeah, definitely. As far as I know, I'm one of the tallest on tour. Corey Bradley's right up there as well. He may be a little taller than I am, or around the same height. Rusty's, I think, similar sort of height, maybe a little shorter. Danny's around the same as well. Scotty Broom. Um, like so. There's definitely a few tall riders holding it down. But I mean, I like to think that myself and of course Danny and all those boys have kind of proved that you can be tall and still ride. You don't have to be short. I mean, obviously, there's a bit of an advantage being short. You got a low center of gravity and um, things like that. So, calling what? Calling Randall Randy is like calling a Randall roll a Tootsie roll. Yeah, see, I corrected myself. I know he doesn't like being called Randy anymore. So he's Randall, um, or the Vandal. I think he seems to be rocking the Vandal card a lot lately. But What do we got? Reed, being from New Zealand, do I ever ride with Jeff Weatherall? I do. Um, Jeff Weatherall actually helped me out a lot with kind of breaking into the US scene. Before I went to the US, I rode with him a little bit, but not too much because he actually moved to Australia. Um, but yeah, no, my first year in the States, I worked out at the wakeboard camp in Claremont. My second year, I lived with Jeff Weatherall and Kathy Williams and also Andrea Fountain, our female female rider. And is Sean Murray really 6 foot? No, there is no way. There isn't. Um, but yeah, no, Jeff Weatherall, he helped me out a lot. He definitely has paved the way for New Zealand wakeboarders, and I'm trying to hopefully this year or next year and in the next few years, I'll try and do my part to help the next New Zealand riders come through as well. What do we got here? Being from New Zealand, have I ever seen a hobbit? Well, there is actually a hobbit. He actually kind of looks like the guy off Lord of the Rings, the guy with the big beard. Actually, no, he's an elf, I think, or a dwarf or something. The guy with the big hammer or axe or whatever he is. There's a guy in Auckland City here that actually roams around. You see him around all the time, and he's got like one big dread that just goes like it's all his hair's just matted together, and his beard has gone into dreads and everything. And he's about maybe this tall probably, and you see him roaming around. He's got kind of a hunchback. He's always just rocking around the streets, and I think he's homeless, in fact. But yeah. So hobbits, yeah, seen them. Sean Murray is definitely not 6 feet. He is a lot shorter than that. Um, and yeah, you're right. Witherell is a very underrated rider there, Reed. He's I mean, he's been around for a long time. He's got some good sponsors behind him. He's been on the US circuit for 6, 7 years now. But then at the same time, yeah, everyone kind of underrates him. He's still got it. I mean, he's 20, 27, 28 years old now. But no, he's definitely he kills it, man. He's definitely a good rider, and he's helped me out a lot there as well. Mish, do I ever ride the Covenant? I do. I haven't lately. I had one for a while, and I ended up breaking it because I was hitting kickers on it. It's not really designed for kickers. But yeah, no, they're fun to slide on. It's obviously the same as the Hyperlight Rome, but the Ronex Covenant. Um, just fun for pressing and sliding and things like that. It's good times. Um, do I ever snowboard? A little bit, yep. I don't really get the chance to snowboard very often because obviously I go back to back summers. This is my 13th summer in a row, and that's what 6 years of going back and forth New Zealand to America and pretty much just non-stop summers. We've got an indoor snowboarding place like pretty close by to where I live here. It's about 20 minutes north, and so I get to go there sometimes. But I mean, it's been about a year since I've been snowboarding, and obviously I'd love to go, down to the South Island in New Zealand, hit some powder up, and go to snow park or something like that. But I'll get onto that at some point soon, I'm sure. AJ Sharp, peace out, man. What? Go get some grindage. Good work. All right, get into it. Mish, who are some of my favorite snowboarders? That's a tough question. I guess I don't really follow snowboarding enough. Pretty much only the big names are the guys that I really follow, that I've really heard of. I mean, I'm just trying to think of some names right now. Terrier, obviously, Travis Rice. They're all killers, been around for ages, and they've just been killing it. There's what's his name? Yusi Osakasen. I don't know. They all got weird names, but no, there's so many killer snowboarders out there, and it's just I don't know. It's an insane sport, and if we can make wakeboarding more like snowboarding, then that's definitely a good direction for the sport to go in. I've obviously tried to do a little bit of that with the step up and things like that. Um, if you haven't seen the step up, you go to iwake.com. Check out in the videos. It'll be back a few pages in the archives, but check out the step up that happened. Um, that was April, March or April last year. Oh, this year, sorry. All right, what else we got going on? Are the New Zealand riders as crazy as the Australian riders? Crazy? What do you mean by crazy? Treetop? Do you mean like crazy as in riding wise, or crazy as in partying loose wise? Because could look at it either way, really. Um, so Mish, let me know. I'll get back to you on that one. Oh no, that was Treetop. Sorry, Treetop. Marmite. Yes, we got Marmite. Marmite's awesome. Marmite's the best thing ever. Um, come on. The only reason people don't like it is because they look at it and they think it's chocolate, and it is very far from chocolate. It's kind of, I guess, the reason New Zealanders and Australians are all over it is because it's you kind of grow up on the stuff. It's good, and a lot of people put too much on. I just like a nice little thin layer of it on my toast, or you put some cheese with it, and it's tip top. Um, why did Ronak stop making the Covenant? I have no idea. I actually, to be honest, didn't know that they'd stopped making it. Shows how up to date I am. I guess the reason they probably aren't making it anymore is they probably didn't sell enough of them, to justify keeping it in the line. Um, Obviously, if you're not selling something, why keep it in the line? Why keep making it? Um, 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 what do we got here? Have I landed another 1080? I have landed three 1080s, Mike. My first one, obviously, is the one that was documented. It's the one that I landed here in New Zealand. It's the one that I got a double page spread of, and there's video footage on canvas and things like that. My second one was about 2 months later. That was first hit. I was basically started riding, didn't do any wake tricks, went straight into a double up, missed the double up and did a five or something, toe side five, and nearly fell off. Went down the leg, turned around, came back, still hadn't done any tricks, and then straight into it, another double up, hit it first try, just clean as I like. It was just insane. And then my third one was actually in, I think, July this year, and that was another one that we didn't get on film. Obviously, you're going to have to take my word for it, but that we had about 10 people out on the boat. Three or four of them had actually never really seen wakeboarding properly before, and Alex Brown drove me a killer double up, and then it just it all came round perfect. Landed it, brand new board. Actually, it was my first ride on a new board, and no, it was killer. Obviously, it would have been good to have video footage, but I'll get onto that as soon as my knee is better. Um, 6'2", landed the 1080. What was it like after you landed the trick? I mean, obviously, it's almost like when you land any trick, if any new trick, if you've been working on a tantrum for 2 years and you land it finally, then it's that sort of buzz. I was working on a 1080 for a long time. Um, and yeah, I mean, it was sick. Like, first time I landed, it was amazing. There was all my good friends there, Alex Brown, Ant Colling from New Zealand. We had Jeff Weatherall was shooting photos. Josh Robinson was shooting video. We had Dean Smith who was driving the boat for me. Scotty Broom was driving the chase boat. I mean, everyone was there, all my good buddies and stuff, and so it was a good feeling. It was good to have them all there to experience it with me. Um, Punch, in your opinion, what are some of the things that need to happen in order to take wakeboarding to the level of snowboarding? That is a interesting question. Um, I mean, there's a lot of focus at the moment is on contests, and I mean, obviously they got that in snowboarding too. I guess you could probably say wakeboarding will never be like snowboarding because it's not. It's a completely different sport. You've got a lot more freedom snowboarding. You can go off, you can do it all day by yourself or with your friends, all snowboarding at the same time. It's a lot different. I mean, pretty much like Chris O's onto a good thing. Chris O'Shea pushing the free ride movement. Mad props to him for that. Like, he barely rides in a contest anymore. But yeah, free riding, that's it, really. It's just, and obviously Danny's with all his wrap rodeo, backside and front, all his wrap spins. And um, I mean, that's starting to push more towards snowboarding and trying to basically branch it out. And I don't know, just bringing different aspects of it. Yeah, I mean, and plus snowboarding's been around for a lot longer than wakeboarding. It'll take that time as well. I mean, obviously, I hope as much as you guys do that that wakeboarding gets as big as snowboarding. Money wise, things like that. Obviously, it'd be nice to be on the big bucks like those top snowboarders are, and pretty much, yeah. I mean, we just all got to work at it. It's a tough economy right now, and if wakeboarding makes it through this economy, which it will, then no doubt the sport's going to boom. There's going to be a lot more money involved, but it's just now's the tough time right now. So do I like riding for Ronix? Of course, man. Like I'm I'm on a team with Chad Sharp, Parks Bonifay, Danny Half, Adam Errington, Dean Smith, Emily Copeland, Haley Smith, Reed Hansen, and Ollie Jerome. It's a killer team, and obviously the product's amazing. It's a sick company to be a part of, and they're definitely pushing things in the right way with just making top product, and the boards are in my opinion unrivaled in the industry. Every other company seems to be a year or two behind. Um, all right. I've often heard that there are some pretty intense extreme sports in New Zealand. Do you take part in any other sports? Not really. I've focused mainly on wakeboarding. I mean, depends what you mean by intense extreme sports. I mean, things like skydiving, bungee jumping, things like that, or I mean, or just your standard motocross and snowboard skating, things like that. I mean, I've skated my whole life, um, snowboarded a long time, surfed a little bit, been bungee jumping before, never been skydiving. So I mean, just it's all good times. It's the whole tourism thing about New Zealand is what everyone comes out here to see and to take part in. And so no, if you guys get the chance, obviously come down here, check out New Zealand. It's sick. It's a killer country. Um, what else? Do you have any source of income besides wakeboarding, or is that your primary job? I do have other sources of income. Wakeboarding, it pays enough to almost to be able to do the traveling and things that I want. Obviously, I clock up debts by taking my trips to the States. Obviously, if I was to win a few more events, I'd be able to cover that. But no, I've got other jobs. I mean, I've done a bit of bartending in my time. I do a lot of promo work for my sister works for a promo company, so she gets me work. Some of it's pretty embarrassing, to be honest. I think on Saturday I've got to go to a a festival or like an expo called the Girls' Day Out, and I have to dress up in a superhero outfit, and I will be Super Juice Man. It's pretty awesome, but no, it's good. It's good pay, and you gotta do what you gotta do to make some money, and I gotta pay the bills at the moment. So no, it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. Also, I do a little bit of modeling and other sort of work. Modeling is awesome. You go for like 2 hours and you get paid a couple of grand, or you get paid at least $100 an hour. So I mean, people give me shit about modeling. Whatever, I make good money out of it. So you can hassle me all you like. um, Wish everyone would have to ride waterboards like the Covenant all the time in order to come close to snowboard status. I disagree. We'll move on. That's a nice house. Did you buy it with my wakeboarding salary? Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys my house actually. And no, I didn't buy it with my wakeboard salary, but this is the house. It's not my house, it's my mum's house. But if you have a look outside as well, we got a nice little view. It's killer house. You check out over here. Bit of an outdoor area. It's a sick place to live for sure. Ollie Derome is sick. He is, man. That guy rips. Um, what is the best band from New Zealand that I should check out? Best band. Depends what you're into, really. I mean, you've got Stereogram, which you guys, I mean, in the States, Stereogram have kind of made it over there a little bit. They were on the iPod ads and things like that. Um, also, you all know Flight of the Conchords. That's one of the best things to come out of New Zealand in a long time. Um, what else? I mean, we got some good hip hop artists over here. Oh, Lady Hawk. Lady Hawk is awesome. Um, yeah, off the top of my head, Shapeshifter. Um, yeah, I'll get back to you on that one as well. What else? What's my favorite trick? Fashionaire. Definitely not a fashionaire. If someone does a fashionaire while I'm in the boat, I will cut the rope and drop them in. No, I'm just kidding, but it's all about having fun. My favorite trick would probably have to be a nice big frontside mute grab to backside 180 into the flats. I just love grabbing it that way and just kind of poking it out and then slamming it to blind. And it's kind of a risky trick. You really got to get over your toes and feel like you're just smashing yourself. But but it's good times, good times. What's that? FBA. How did you feel about you running to posting right now? Oh yeah, that was a bad decision, FBA. Thanks for bringing that up. No, yeah, I mean, I didn't know. I guess I didn't really think about it. I had good intentions by posting that on the website. It was more just to, I basically said something like, "Oh my God, can't believe Parks just blew his knee." You know, send your love out to him. Our hearts are with you, Parks, sort of thing. And I think they understood. I did have to apologize to Parks and to Paul and things like that. And it definitely made me nervous. I thought I was going to get cut as well. It was it was pretty. I don't know. It was a stupid move on my behalf, and so I don't know. I've learned my lesson. If someone's blowing their knee, then it's up to them. Obviously, they got to tell their sponsors first. They want to make sure everyone knows that needs to know, and they may not want everyone else to know. So, yeah, that was a bad move. Thanks for bringing that up. Aside from Runnock, two of my other sponsors, Mountain Dew, they sponsor me. Also, iWake.com. You'll, if you go to iWake, basically it's like a Facebook for wakeboarders. You can post your own pictures and videos and blogs and things like that. If you go on there, you'll see I've been putting a lot of videos up and things like that. Some of my other sponsors, you'll see Skull Candy, Oakley hooked me up a little bit. Also Urban Rider winches, Capix helmets, and Ballistics. It's a wakeboard shop here in New Zealand. They're one of my sponsors as well. Just a Dollar, my boxer short sponsor. And I'm also just picked up a new sponsor, Flip Video. You guys may have seen these over there in the States. They're mini like HD video cameras. I just got sponsored by them. They got little flip out little thing. You plug it straight into your laptop. awesome cameras there. So a lot of my videos are filmed with that. Um, what else we got? Wakeboarders rely on fins because they don't have proper board control like skateboarders. Mish, you really just trying to stir up some shit, aren't you? Um, it's different, man. Like wakeboarding, you've got a rope. Snowboarding, you've got snow that gives differently. It feels different to the water. It reacts different on the bottom of your board. I mean, you're obviously a snowboarder by the looks of it, but hey, I don't hate on snowboarding at all. You guys are snowboarders are killer for sure, and it's a completely different sport. When am I coming back stateside? I'll be back probably April, I think. I mean, I'm still waiting to hear back if I need a knee reconstruction. If I do need a knee reconstruction, I'll probably be back a little later on because I need to go through the whole rehab thing. Steez Louise, I've been trouble learning the Ollie backside 180. I fall on my butt every time I rotate. Have I? Yeah, I have trouble learning to ride blind as well. What's the right body position to ride blind? Good way to learn that is to ride in the cuffed position. Basically, you stand switch, whatever your landing would be, and then you grab the handle with both hands, and you want to edge in and out like that with both hands behind your back. Um, Also, if you're falling on your butt, basically you just got to slam it over your toes. That's all it is. Um, um, Man, lean over your toes, Steve Louise. Yep, FBA is a dick, apparently. Fashionaires rock. I have to agree with Steve Louise on FBA. Yeah, he's a bit of a shit stirrer, but hey, it's alright. I have no idea who that person is. Um, Man, doing much, blah, blah, blah. Who is the best wakeboarder in the world, in my opinion? Currently, I would have to say Danny Half. Um, I think in like 2 years' time, it'll be Harley Clifford. And then I think, back in the day, best wakeboarder of all time, Parks Bonifay. But then again, Mark Kenny was right up there as well. Kenny I mean, he was one of my biggest influences in becoming, a wakeboarder and pursuing the dream of being a pro wakeboarder. Mark Kenny, mad respect to that dude. Like, he was an absolute killer rider. He, as some of you may not know, he passed away in 2002. Um, but no, I mean, there was rumors of him landing a 1080. I personally believe he landed a 1080. Yeah, I mean, I've heard he's landed a few of them. Mike Ferraro even vouches for him and said he saw him land too. So, um, all right, what else? What else? Um, Sick of these ass kisser and wakeboarding. You calling me an ass kicker, FBA? Wow, all right. A rope makes it easier, so at least we could lose the fins. I'm not even gonna talk about that. How did you hurt your knee? It was basically, so I mean, I spoke about this briefly earlier. Apparently, I blew my ACL out 7 years ago and didn't realize. Um, Pretty much, I had a crash. So this was back when I just learned Rayleighs and things like that, and I crashed on a Rayleigh, and and you heard it modeling. I did not hurt it modeling. um, Yeah, no, basically, yeah, crashed on a Rayleigh, hurt my knee, couldn't wakeboard for about 2 months. Got back on the water, was sweet, had a knee brace for a while. But then this last year, about 2 or 3 months ago, I I was out riding with Anthony Hollick, had a crash, and basically, um, you know, landed funny and my knee bent sideways. If you go to iwake.com, you'll see the video on there. It basically freeze frames it at the point where my knee bent sideways. And I've had issues with it since then. But then I went to see the specialist last week. They said they seem to think I blew my ACL out 7 years ago, and I've just kind of just retweaked it or aggravated it now. So I'm going in on Friday, going in tomorrow to get it checked out. I've got the MRIs and the X-rays here with me now, and so hopefully, fingers crossed, no ACL reconstruction needed. Um, how did Mark Kenny die again? Basically, from my understanding, what happened was he hurt himself wakeboarding somehow. Like he can't remember if it was a cracked rib or something, just something minor, nothing, nothing crazy. And he went to bed one night, took some painkillers before he went to bed, and basically passed away in his sleep. He had a reaction to from what I heard, he had a reaction to the coating on the outside of the painkillers, and yeah, basically just passed away in his sleep. So very, very tragic, tragic day for wakeboarding that was. Fashionaires rock. What was your first thought when you landed a 900? That was a few years ago. Are you talking about toe side 900 or heel side 900 Fashionaires rock? Because there's a different story behind them, and I get the feeling you may already know it. You almost have back nines, right? I'll be honest, I've never tried a back nine. Um, but Arch Mark was actually from Australia, not from New Zealand. No, I never tried back nine. Weatherall's getting close. Um, why can't we use normal board sport terminology like frontside and backside, and that's it, and add the terms rodeo and cork out of respect? I mean, that's one thing that I guess came into wakeboarding they decided that when you do a trick, you get to name it, and that's kind of how it ended up. We ended up with tricks like tantrum and tootsie roll and whirly bird and things like that. So, I mean, some people call it gay. Some people think it's cool because if you invent a trick, you can name it whatever the hell you want. Look at Bob Soman. He's invented a few new tricks now. The $1 billion baby, the trifecta. He's all about it. So, but yeah, everyone's hating on FBA right now. I mean, he's just stirring it up. I stay around FBA if you want, by all means. I love it. Um, Maddie, I'm moving to Australia for 6 months. Where is the best cable? Bly Bly. Bly Bly all the way. It's up in the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. There are a few cables opening now, though. There's actually another one up in Cairns. There's one in Penrith, which is just out of Sydney. And I believe there's some other ones going in and around as well. But Bly Bly is probably one of the best in the world. It's probably matched, very close to CWC. Do you smash Steve Louisa? Steve Louise, you're a shit stirrer too. No, well, I'm not going to answer that. I'm not going to dignify that one with an answer. Sorry if I missed this. No, fashion is rock. I'm a wakeboarder and know more about the sport than all of you. I'm sure you do, FBA. Know about talking it up. So, who are the up and coming riders that we should look out for? Um, from New Zealand or just in general? I mean, New Zealand, there's a couple of up and coming riders: Brendan Ellis, Paul Maguire, David Stubbs. There's a young gun, Taylor Walters, who's I think 12 or 13 years old. He's doing like 5 or 6 different inverts and a few different spins and stuff now, so he's one to look out for. Um, 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 what else? Who got me into wakeboarding? Well, my mum was actually one of New Zealand's top water skiers, so she got me into water skiing when I was a young age. I was maybe 8 or 9 years old. I first went water skiing, and then I was about 12 years old, I think I was, and basically went away on a family holiday. One of our friends had a wakeboard there. It was an old free motion. Um, I think it was a directional board, maybe even been like a plastic blow mold with sandal straps. and I tried that once. It took me like 30 minutes to get up on the thing. But yeah, I was hooked after that. Pretty much never water skied again. Got my own wakeboard, and then started going along to this club nearby. And my buddies Ants and Brant, they're now my, I guess, business partners. You'd say, as in Airtight Industries. We put on events and things like that. But those are my boys. They've taught me everything from day one, pretty much. And yeah, they pretty much got me into it. Maurice, you're right. Mellow, everyone keep it peaceful. No reason to get all crazy on us here. Um, Lumbo, what happened on the dock when it was only you and Jeff Weatherall left to ride? Something funny, I understand. Oh, this is a good one. Mm, all right. So, New Zealand Nationals, I think it was 2005 or 2006, maybe. It might have even been more recent than that. Anyways, Jeff and I on the dock. I was about to ride. Jeff was last to ride, and we're basically standing there. And I was just about to jump off the dock, and Jeff's like kind of standing behind me. He's like standing over there, and he's just like, "Yo, Brad, go nuts!" And I was like, I wasn't watching. I was just kind of like, whatever, like focusing on my wakeboarding. And next thing, he's like, "Hey, Brad, go nuts!" And he's like had his nutsack out the side of his board shorts, and so that definitely, I mean, it made me laugh. It didn't really put me off my ride. He still ended up beating me, but no, Witherall's funny like that. He just does it. He does stuff like that to wind me up. He'd talk about my girlfriend at the time and things like that. But whatever, it's pretty funny. Um, 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 uh, what else? Tell Jeff Witherall that epic wakes wash out like water stains on a white tee. I have to agree with you there, Steez Louise. They do. They wash out. Um, but hey, Witherall's actually working with them on creating a new hull design. So he's um, he's onto a good thing. Witherall's not one to bullshit. He'll pretty much tell someone straight up, if your boat's shit, it's shit. Well, he won't say it's shit. He'll say it's not the best, and it needs improving. And so he's helping them improve it. He's working with them to sort it out. Michelle, were you at Brostock this past year? No, I didn't go to Brostock this last year. I went the year before. Yeah, no, I couldn't afford. I was having some financial issues this year. I couldn't really afford to do a whole lot. I really wanted to go. Brostock's an awesome event. I hear next year they're going to be holding it in Australia, possibly. In like January or February, we might be holding a double up event in Aussie, the Brostock one. So that should be good times. If it brings all the pro riders down and makes it all happen, then it'd be good. It'd be awesome times. James, do you have a boat sponsor? What do you ride behind the most? Currently, I don't have a boat sponsor. I've never actually really had a boat sponsor. I'm working on a deal with Axis. Hopefully I'll be riding for them soon. I've been talking to them a little bit. Their boat's a killer. I mean, all my 1080s have been landed behind a VLX. The Axis is kind of designed off the VLX hull. So yeah, no, I mean, Axis is a sick boat. Basically, the VLX up until now, I'd say is supposed to be probably one of my favorite wakes. The Nautique 230, I mean, that's insane. You see some of the stuff Rathy's doing off that thing. That wake's massive. The X Star as well, with that thing fully maxed out, you can't beat the double ups behind that thing. So, I mean, I'm not picky between, if it's one of those, I'm stoked. Um, but what else? Yes, Weatherall is hilarious. Um, Weatherall seems to help people get over their competition jitters. Really good for the sport. Hey, he did. He really. Witherell gives me shit so that I'm stronger in the future. Like he'll rinse me on the dock, give me as much shit as he can, so that when I go to the States and I'm on the dock, I'm not nervous. I'm just ready to. Nothing really puts me off. So it's. I mean, I don't know if that's what he intended on doing, but that's what he did. So, Sonic, yes, that is a skull candy bandana. If you see right here. Um, Rocket Power. They're going to Wakestock UK this year. Are they still having it? Next year, yes. I just got an email the other day. Um, Wakestock UK, awesome, sick event. Probably one of the coolest events I've ever been to, and I hear it's going to be part of the WWA Wake Park or the World Series. So yeah, I'm definitely going to go back this year. Next year, sorry, it'll be sick. Um, Is Megan Louis Vera in this chat room right now? Holla, it's Adam. Axis rocks. Adam McCall from Axis is one of the coolest people around. Yeah, Adam is sick. I love that dude. He's cool. And yeah, as I said, the Axis boats are sick. Just and they're at a really good price point. You look at the boat and you don't really see where the 20 grand goes, that they're cheaper than other boats. Like you look at it and you're like, it looks mint, looks perfect. And the plug and play system is sick. I mean, they got the wedge. It's not the power wedge. It's just a clip down one. But hey, you just get your arm wet, whatever. Um, does Rathy still ride for Nautique? From my understanding, he doesn't. I really don't know. I can't say much on that one. All I read was something on Wake World or something about him being dropped. I should ride for Supra. No comment. What's the deal with the Aussie Pro Tour not happening? Is it just not enough sponsors? Pretty much. From what I understand, yeah, it's the guys that run the Pro Tour. They're not wakeboarders themselves. They're just people that are passionate about the sport. Um, they put a lot of time and effort into it. This year they've decided to call it off because, yeah, from what I understand, they don't have enough sponsorship coming in. It's an expensive sport to run a pro tour and things like that. So I don't know. We're taking a year off this year off the Aussie tour. They're putting on another event to kind of to replace it, or at least to make up a little bit for it. They're going to have an Australian Pro Am that's going to be at the end of January. So um, yeah, I mean it's sad that it's not going to be happening. But then again, for me, it's I've got a knee injury, and I probably couldn't have picked a better season to be going through knee rehab and all that stuff. So, but there'll still be some stuff on. And what else we got here? Jesus Christ, no, he doesn't. I don't know what we were talking about there. Oh, Jesus Christ, that is awesome. Um, Land. What would you say? Would you say that there are bigger crowds for wakeboarding in the States or outside? Probably in the States. Although the UK, Wakestock UK, is an awesome crowd. Yeah, I'd probably have to say the States biggest crowd. I heard that Rathy doesn't ride for Nautique. Is he a hard person to deal with? Rathy's cool, man. Rathy's a good dude. I mean, as I said, I don't know what the deal is with Nautique there. He's not a hard person to deal with. He's absolutely killed it this season, as we all know. He won the King of Wake and, got multiple covers and was landing backside 1080s and all crazy stuff. So, from what I understand, it's just some sort of business deal. I don't know what really the deal is right there. Do I not like the Super Wake? I have to say the Super Wake's not my favorite. I don't dislike it. It's kicky, it's big, um, but again, it's similar to the Epic, to where it washes out a little bit. I mean, I'm not one to bullshit. I'll tell you if I like something or not, and I mean, I've had good sets behind a Supra, but yeah, no, I can't say it's my favorite boat. That's for sure. The hood is empty. No Aussies. Yes. I mean, I can't. I mean, the hood is awesome. The hood obviously being Clear Lake there in Orlando. Um, I know Chris Callis is coming back soon. He'll be back in the States in a couple of weeks. Obviously, young Aussie wake skater, absolutely killing it. Um, that dude is that dude is sick, man. And yeah, I mean the hood. It's a sick spot. You know, you got Daniel Watkins, you got Mitch's place there, where Dean Smith, Scotty Broom, Mitch Langfield, and you know pretty much the whole Aussie crew all live there. Um, are you seriously broadcasting from New Zealand? If you are, this connection is amazing. I am. New Zealand represent. This is what's. I'm in Auckland right now. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. I guess it's what 7:30 there in Florida. Yep. No, it's awesome. Stokemeter, wicked. What else we got? Steezers Christ, you ripped me. Steezers Christ, that is an awesome name. Rocket Power. Have you been to the camp and the cable in the Philippines? CWC? No, I haven't, and I really want to go. It's from what I've seen, it's killer. You know, they got the bloody governor of that area is like runs the place, so they can pretty much do whatever they want. It's probably one of the sickest cables from the looks of it. Obviously, I've never been there. They've got their Systertech set up as well. That thing looks awesome. I'm definitely going to try and make it out there at some point, hopefully sooner rather than later. Carrie, so Brad, what do you like about riding in the States? And on the other hand, what's great about riding in New Zealand? Riding, riding in the States is awesome because, especially Florida, there's thousands of lakes around, you know, and there's three or four boats, or I mean, there's loads of boats. It's just endless opportunity of people to ride with, places to ride. The wakes are ginormous, especially in the middle of summer. I think maybe because the water's warmer, the boat sinks lower in the water, like it's less dense. The boat sinks lower in the water, and it actually creates a bigger wake. It also makes the water softer when you crash. Like it's not when the water's ice cold and you hit it fast, it stings, man. Like it's like concrete. But we're in I find in Florida it kind of it's a bit softer and it's a bit easier on the body. Plus, I mean, the weather, it's awesome. Plus, you're riding with so many other good riders. It really just pushes your riding. Riding in New Zealand, on the other hand, I mean, New Zealand's a beautiful country. If you've seen Canvas, which I recommend you do if you haven't seen it, um, just amazing scenery, good people and stuff. It's not quite as busy as in Orlando. You know, you get like a lake to yourself sort of thing. Um, and yeah, just generally good crew to ride with. I mean, it's not quite as warm. Middle of summer, it's good, but yeah, no. I mean, New Zealand's my home. I'll always live in New Zealand. If it ever comes to that, I want to raise a family here and things like that. Just nothing against America, but there's nothing that can kill you here too. There's no gators, there's no poisonous spiders, there's no snakes, there's no bears, lions, tigers, nothing. Oh, except sharks and the Maoris as well, the locals. Um, what else have we got here? What was the hardest trick for me to learn? Probably been the have to have been the 1080. It took me like 3 years or 2.5 years to land that thing. Um, what's the hard? Yeah. What else has been difficult? Um, Landing blind in the flats, that was difficult as well. But weather balls. Weather balls. Is that weather all, Jeff? Thanks for joining. He called me princess. You're awesome. Did you just join because we've been talking shit about you all day? um, Satan, are you ever going to grow your hair out again? Oh, I don't know. I'm quite digging the short hair. Long hair, my hair's too crazy and curly, and it just goes, just got, it got too hard to handle, especially in the States. It's pretty hot. One day, yeah, well, I had long hair down to my shoulders, and one day I just got sick of it. It was too hot. I was kind of in a weird mood. I had had a shitty ride that day. We were actually going to a wig party, and I didn't have a wig, so I decided to wig out and shave the front of my hair off, and I had this filthy mullet. Um, so that was pretty sweet. DJ Pool Boy, yeah. Oh, Joey Bradley, there you are. Thanks for joining. Um, there are where's the STDs? What's going on? Hey, Witherall, how was your fun times out in the desert watching the meteor shower the other day? Good times. Um, Witherballs, I didn't even know you were on. I had an email from Stokemeter about you, so I thought I'd join. Steve's Louise, do I go to college? Your mom goes to college. No, I don't go to college. Um, I went for like 4 months and then dropped out. It's kind of bad. I'll probably end up going back at some point though, business college or something. I don't really know. What do I think about Harley? Harley is a freaking insane rider. I rode with him quite a bit this year. He learns new tricks almost every day, and he invents new tricks too. Like, I mean, he's doing stuff like, I mean, he was the first person to do the 3-2-1, frontside 3 to backside 180. Below zero? Oh my god. Um, yeah, and I mean, dude, back mode 5s, wake to wake, heel 9, cab 9, toe 9, switch toe 9, wake to wake, combos, Moby Dick 7s, whirly dicks, buddy, whatever you want. You tell him to do it, he'll go and do it. Do New Zealanders say A? As in A? Yeah, A. I say A, sometimes A. Below zero, but you could imagine, oh, I can imagine Weatherall, how much of a good time you had. So can I ride a motorcycle like Jeff Weatherall can? No, I can't. Jeff Weatherall can backflip those motorcycles. He is a madman, ski fun Ken. Well, we used to call him. Now he's like extreme sports action man. Um, but uh, but yeah, no, Weatherall can backflip motorbikes. I can't. I stay away from them to be honest, because I hurt myself enough on the water, let alone on the bloody dirt on a motor-powered machine. Um, DJ Poolboy, what did you have an MRI for? You wait right there. MRIs right here. If anyone's a knee specialist out there, maybe you can tell me what's wrong with my knee. So I got like, I don't know if you can see that, X-rays and all that good stuff, MRI. It's all just craziness. I can't read it. I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, tomorrow I go see the specialist, and so hopefully, fingers crossed, I don't have this have to have a knee reconstruction. By the way, Joey, how's your knee doing? I heard you've been getting some MRIs and needing surgery and things like that. Did you end up getting surgery, or what? What happened there? Schedule this week sometime. Surgery in a week or two, is that right? Um, Rocket Power. Does New Zealand pay for my knee surgery? Oh, meniscal cleanup. Oh, that's awesome. It's good it's not a reconstruction there. Stoked to hear that. Rocket Power. Does New Zealand pay for your knee surgery? Um, to a certain extent, I've got health insurance that pays for whatever. We got ACC, which is basically like a medical, like kind of government medical sort of thing, and they're actually having huge cutbacks at the moment. Usually they'd pay for the whole thing. They'd pay for everything, all the consultations and everything, and the surgery. But I think they put 5 grand towards the surgery. I don't know how much the surgery is, but my health insurance will cover the rest of it. Um, do I own a boat or do I pirate other ones? No, I don't own a boat. And yeah, I pretty much just ride with whoever I can get out with. Um, but so hopefully soon I'll have a boat. As I said, working on a deal with Axis. Their boats are killer. The wakes are insane, and hopefully this year in the States I'll have an Axis. All right, Philip Soben versus Harley. I'd have to say Harley right now, to be honest. He's on his game. I mean, it's like I haven't seen him ride since I left the States, but damn, that kid is killing it, dude. Like he could do 4 different types of 9 in a row, wake to wake, like cab 9, heel 9, frontside 9, toe side switch and regular 9s. It's insane, man. That kid is, if he keeps at how he's going and doesn't have any significant injuries, he will be the best wakeboarder we've ever seen. Um, Fight. Who will win in a fight, Rusty Malinowski or Aaron Rathie? I'd say Rusty probably. Um, he's getting into his whole UFC thing, and he's got a bit of size advantage on Rathie as well. I mean, I've seen Rusty and Chad fight a little bit, fun fights, just a little like wrestling kind of thing, UFC wrestling. No punching or ground and pound or anything, but just submissions and holds and things like that. And basically, yeah, I'd say Rusty would probably win. Although he's got that thick neck, he's like Canadian. Those boys, I don't know. I wouldn't want to fight either of those boys, to be honest. Do I look up to Doug Boland? Oh, that is awesome. I do. Here's my idol. Dougie B, that's my boy. He's I think he's just working down the road. Is that mysterious? I think that's you anyway. Um, yeah, representing NZ. Rocket Power, just your opinion. Yeah, I think you're right there, Rocket Power. Um, Rusty, great man. Maintard taught him the ways of the Force. Are there hobbits in New Zealand? Yeah, I was spoke about this earlier. There are hobbits. There's this guy. He's the Auckland Hobbit. He's got this crazy beard and big long hair and dreads. His hair. He's like this old dude, little dwarf looking guy. He's got this long hair. It's all matted together into one dread. I think he actually uses it as a blanket when he is cruising, sleeping on the road because he's homeless. But yeah, no, he's a hobbit. He's a hobbit. Who would win in a fight, Bob Sovan or Sean Murray? I'd definitely have to say Sean Murray. He's got old man strength. No, 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 nothing against Bob Sovan. He's a youngin. He's strong as hell. He can lift up Big Spence. But no, Sean Murray's got old man strength. He'll be able to hold it down for sure. Have I ever kissed a man? Of course not. That is a wrong question. Fashionaires rock. So keep the ladies under control. Do you have separate ones for each city? Hey, I mean, it's traveling it's a funny game. It's been a few years since I've had a decent relationship. Um, Pretty much, I wouldn't say I've got a girl in every city. I just, and some people say traveling and hooking up with girls and stuff, you're a player. I'm honest with girls. I'll tell them straight up that I'm not looking for a relationship, and whether they want to hang out or not, that's up to them. It's cool. Bob versus Phil. Depends if we're talking contest or free riding. I'd probably say Phil. Although Bob's got the old double flips down. Fashioneer's opened a big can of worms now. Oh my god. Um, Little tongue tied. Yeah, maybe. It's who is this? Who are you, fashionaires rock? Um, Give me a clue to find out who you are. Um, but yeah, no, well, with regards to that can of worms, at the moment there's no real one woman for me, and I just until she comes along, that's how it's going to be. That would actually narrow it down though, Brad. Or would that? It would. It would. It really would. My goals in wakeboarding. A real question to do with wakeboarding. Thank you, Maddie. Um, my goals in wakeboarding. I mean, obviously, I want to do better in contests. I really want to place, on the podium in the pro tour and things like that. Also pushing the progression of the sport with regards to things like the step up and kind of adding different elements to it. I've got a few crazy ideas brewing around in my head that I kind of want to get out and get onto film or in photos. Kind of all hush hush right now. I don't want anyone stealing my stunts. But yeah, no, my focus. Obviously, I really want to do well in contests, but basically just push my writing, try and make it a little different from other people. It's everyone's kind of got their own style, and everyone kind of follows what other people are doing at the same time as well. With these wrap backside off axis tricks, everyone's doing them now. I'm gonna start trying them as well. I'll be honest, because they look sick. They look like fun. Um, but yeah, I mean, there's kind of not that many new tricks um, to be. There's not that many new tricks to be done anymore. I mean, Danny's kind of he's pushing that angle and he's coming up with new tricks, but I mean, we're running out now. I mean, I don't know if it'll ever get to the point where anyone's doing a 1440. I think eventually it will get to that. My goals, obviously, in the next year, I want to land a 1260. I want to get a heel side 10 as well, and maybe a 10 off the way. Start trying some double flips as well. That could be quite fun. Um, what Mob 5s do I have? I actually don't have very many Mob 5s. I got like a Whirly 5. Um, what else? I actually don't think. Yeah, I think that's like my only Mob 5. Maybe I've done. No, that's it. No, it's kind of pathetic, isn't it? Um, how many dependents do you claim on your W-2 tax form? I don't claim anything on my tax form. What are you talking about? Um, any video parts in the future? Yep, I'm working on basically the producer from Canvas, Sideswipe Productions, Josh Robinson. I'm working on a part with him at the moment for his new video. It's called In Transit. He's done some filming with Randall Harris. Nearly caught me again. Yeah, with Randall, and then with all the writers, with Harley and Chris O and things like that. So it'll be a sick video. So that'll probably be dropping November or something next year. Um, what else? What has been your favorite competition city or destination? Hmm. I'd have to say Seville, Spain. We went there for 2004 IWSF Worlds. I mean, I may be a little biased because I won the Junior Men's Worlds that year, so I had an extra good time. But Spain is amazing. Oh, such a cool place. I mean, I only got to see Seville. I didn't really get to cruise around. But I mean, the girls there are beautiful. The scenery is awesome. There was good riding. It was fun times. Um, what else? What else? Oh, actually, favorite destination apart from like contest was Tahiti. I went to Tahiti for filming for a video called Deliberate. that was off the hook. We spent like 10 days in Tahiti just filming, doing tow-ins and things like that. Like that was insane. Um, if you had, wait, if you had to mate with one pro wakeboarder, kill one and marry one, who would it be respectively? That's a tough question. Fuck one, marry one, kill one. um, I don't know if I'm comfortable answering that question. Some people may know the answer to the first question. I probably won't go into that one. Kill one. I don't want to kill anyone. Why would I want to kill anyone? Um, Marry one. Well, see, that's a tough question. There's too many dudes in wakeboarding. I can't know if I can marry one. Like, really, when it comes down to it, there's only like a handful of girls in the wakeboard industry, and then you narrow it down to the tidy ones, and then the ones that aren't crazy. You're pretty much running out there. Um, can't beat Calmer. Leslie, following Maddie's question, who do you think the most attractive female wakeboarder? Um, Most attractive female wakeboarder. It's hard to say, really. I mean, probably Dallas, but I mean, we need some new ones, to be honest. Well, if we're talking pro wakeboarders, it'd probably have to be Dallas. But I mean, there are some hot wakeboarders around, like wakeboarder chicks in Australia and um, Italy and things like that, but they're all young. Um, what else have we got? Steve's Louise. I hope you're a guy saying that about. What's that? Alex, how old am I? I am 22. I will turn 23 in February, so still just a young buck, but not compared to Harley and things like that. They're all little grommets. Did I hit Chopu in Tahiti? No. The swell wasn't in the right direction for Chopu. We were going to go out there, but we we ended up hitting up another break called Sapinas. Um, that was that was pretty sick. Not quite as heavy, not quite as like as gnarly as Chopu, but definitely fun. Big swell. We're like boosting airs off it, and you know, pretty much just going large and getting towed in, and just getting smoked by the waves. It was awesome. It was good times. Um, DFTR Josh checking in. What's up? Thanks for joining. Um, Foxy Shredder. Do you think cable is going to become bigger than boat? I mean, it's wakeboarding. It's called wakeboarding for a reason. You need a wake to be able to do it. Cable boarding, if you want to get technical. Uh, Cables, I mean, it probably will get bigger um, in the way of you'll have more people doing it because it allows that. It allows you to have, you know, hundreds of people in a day go around the thing rather than, like a maximum of 15, 20 sets in a day behind behind one boat sort of thing. Um, I don't know if it will take over as such, but it's definitely a big key to the progression of the sport for getting more people into it. We're looking at trying to get a cable set up here in New Zealand, and it's that'll definitely help with the riding. And I mean, look at Nick Davies though. Nick Davies is absolutely killing it behind boat because he is one of the best cable riders in the world. And he's just spent years and years going around the cable, learning the best board control out of probably anyone. Um, do I ever compete against Harley Clifford? Yep, I have competed against him before on the Australian Pro Tour. I rode against him. I actually beat him. Was it 2007? We had we had a tour stop in New Zealand, and that was back when it was like head to head. And the semi-finals, it was me versus Harley, and I actually beat Harley. Kind of dodgy moves, sort of like what Weatherall used to do to me. I'd kind of give him shit on the dock. Like I finished my ride and then I swam back over to him and I was kind of put a bit of pressure on him, just by almost hyping him up a little more. I was just like, oh man, I was like kind of tapping on his board. I was like, break for me, board, break for me, because that's my only hope. So just kind of putting pressure on him like that, making him really feel it. And he crumbled and I beat him. But hey, I don't know if I'll beat him ever again. That kid's insane. So I've definitely got a lot of work to do. Um, what's my age range? Wow. I mean, I don't want to go. I mean, it depends really. Depends if I'm in New Zealand or in America because the legal age is different. Um, Weatherball's 15's legal in New Zealand. No, it's not. 16, bro. 16. I don't know what you've been tapping. um, you learn from Watkins for sure. um, Could I still beat Harley? No. Not right now, anyway. I'm definitely working on my riding so that I could, have a chance of beating him. But that kid is insane. Uh, Watkins is the master of mind games. He old enough to be old enough. Oh, Maddie, that is wrong. Come on, dude. Old enough to pee, old enough for me. That is not cool. Um, this is getting wrong, guys. Out of the car seat onto my meat. You got to be kidding me. Now I can see why Rathy dated Nicola. Ha ha ha. Different age ranges. Oh, this is awesome. I love where this is going. Steez Louise, you're rotten. I'm gonna have to write some of these down though. That's pretty good. Um, there's another one. If there's grass on the pitch, it's time. Well, something like that. If there's grass on the wicket, it's time to play cricket. uh, um, but oh man, if there's grass on the field, play ball. Wow, get out. He's totally. Uh, um, Steve's Louise from New Zealand as well. I don't know who's Steve's Louise. I'm interested to know because you're cracking me up. Um, if there's grass on the picket, then. Oh, yeah, it's a wicket, all right, not picket. Come on, get it right. Oi, crikey, man. Oh shit. I like where this is heading. Um, all right, let me go back a little bit. There's, I think, some answers I just missed. Some questions I missed. Um, what do we got? What do we got? What else? Where do we go from here? Jeff, whether it'll come on, lead me somewhere. Where do I go? Um, um, Sorry, I just got a business call. Brad, what does 2010 look like for me? 2010. Well, it depends what really happens with my knee. Fingers crossed, I find out tomorrow whether or not I need a knee reconstruction. Um, Pretty much, if I need a knee reconstruction, I'm going to spend that 6 months just rehabbing. In the gym, sorting my knees out. Also working on my shoulders and my back because I've had some back problems and things like that. Um, but no, I mean 2010. I want to do a lot more in the way of work for my sponsors in the States. I want to try and set up a coaching tour and set up things like, just a way. I mean, with the economy struggling right now, you need to really add value to your sponsors. You can't just expect to get paychecks. Um, and so definitely doing things like coaching tours and just demos like the 5 Gallons of Freedom tour we did for Ronix. That was a good thing. So I want to do a lot more of that. Also, with my new sponsor with Flip Video, I'm going to be filming a lot more videos. I want to also working towards kind of getting a TV show going, whether it starts as an online thing, which I'm working on right now. Kind of behind the scenes sort of lifestyle of what we do in wakeboarding, and I also wanted to look at tying it in with a snowboarder, a surfer, a freestyle motocross rider, and a skateboarder, and and put something together to where it's not just, hey, this is us wakeboarding, this is me going surfing, this is, it's the whole partying scene behind it, the road trips, the photo shoots, the filming trips, the building rails, the random missions we go on, things like that. I think people like to see the lifestyle of it all, and not just, hey, yeah, tricks behind the boat, we're going wakeboarding today, sort of thing. It's something a little different. Um, here we go. How many boards do you break in a month or a year? I mean, it depends what year you're talking about. I used to ride for CWB, and at one point I broke, I think, 4 or 5 boards in a month. They had those platinum boards, and me being a slightly bigger guy than most of the other wakeboarders, I was going through them pretty fast. With Ronix, I found I've broken a lot less boards. Still, I mean, breaking boards is all a part of it. If you land wrong on a board, on a certain trick, toe nines especially for me, I broke quite a few boards on toe nines this year. I think I broke 4 boards on toe nines. Just coming out of it, not taking off the wake right, coming out of it super tail heavy and just breaking the board under my boot. This year they've made their boards stronger. I haven't broken any of their boards yet. Who do I ride with most in the States? I used to ride with Weatherall all the time when he was there, but he's ditched us and gone to California. Cool, thanks, Weatherall. But yeah, no. Lately, I've been riding with Alex Brown, Anthony Hollick, Harley Clifford. I mean, yeah, it depends. I went riding with the Aussie boys a little bit, and kind of just float around, ride with whoever I could, really. This year I was a bit of a nomad, kind of sleeping on people's couches, and um, I was tight for money, so I couldn't afford to pay rent for 6 months, somewhere, because I was traveling a lot as well. So I'd pay rent for a week or so, or a month here, or a week there, or something like that. So I was just riding wherever. Um, 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 if a construction, get the cardiac ligament for sure. What's that one? The cardiac ligament, is that? Oh yeah, ladder Weatherall. Go clean your bike. Um, what's the that cardiac ligament? Is that the one out of your hamstring? Um, Brad's fan, whoever that is. Thank you, fan. Awesome. Um, are there any sponsors in New Zealand that back up wakeboarding? Yeah, I mean, with these guys, this flip video, they're my sponsor. They're backing wakeboarding, Mountain Dew as well. Um, Mountain Dew is really backing wakeboarding and a lot of extreme sports. If you go to mountaindew.co.nz, they've got like an ambassador program where they've got surfers and snowboarders and things like that. But yeah, no, they're awesome. I mean, there's good sponsors. The only problem is New Zealand's too small of an industry. The wakeboard industry here, especially, is too small to really afford to pay anyone. Um, so that's why I've had to find creative ways to promote my sponsors and really add value to them in order to be able to get paid. Um, what else? So earlier you said that's your mum's house. Is your family really supportive of your riding? Yes, my family is awesome. My mum is really good. She bails me out when I run out of money and I'm stuck, or if I get injured somewhere. She helps me out. She's really good. My dad's always been really supportive. He's basically he I mean, back when I was learning and when I was training for my first worlds, my dad um, would, he bought a boat for me. It was an old Bayliner with a tower on it and ballast system and stuff. And I mean, at the time that was sick. It was awesome boat. And he'd pick me up from school in the middle of winter, pick me up from school, take me down to the river, take me riding. He'd deal with my abuse when I'd yell at him for not getting a double up right. So yeah, no, I mean, my family's really supportive. Um, oh, what cut is out of a dead person? I'm not going to get one of those. That's just silly. Um, uh, what else? What else? Mysterious. Haha. So, do we manage to find out who's Steve's Louise is? No. Steve's Louise, would you just like reveal yourself to us? Um, Anybody here? I'm here, but not for long. Hey Mo. Yo Dave. What up, people? What's up? What's going on? Thanks for joining. Isandana? Isanada? What the hell? What is that? Jesse. No, I don't know if it's Jesse James. Jesse James is at work. I'm pretty sure it's not Jesse James. Rocket Power. Who's the hottest person to ever pick you up at an airport unexpectedly? Huh? That's a tough question. Unexpected him pick me up in the airport. Hmm. You mean unexpectedly, as in if I didn't know they were coming? I really don't know. I can't. You're gonna have to remind me. Taco stand with internet. That is awesome. That is great. Skull. Hey Brad, what are you doing, man? Just chilling, just hanging out. Who's that? Skull? Is that Dale? Or I'm guessing maybe it's someone from Skull Candy. Oh, from Mexico. Ah. What tricks am I working on right now? I'm working on the trick of getting my knee sorted. Uh, um, but no, tricks. Yes, Steve Louise, I want to know who you are. Um, Tricks I'm working on. Uh, just kind of just working out some stuff. Oh, DJ Poolboy, go get out of here. Get out of here. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon, Joey. Good luck with your knee, little surgery. Um, 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 what tricks am I working on? I'm not, as I said, I'm not working on anything. I've got injuries and stuff. Working on my rail riding while I'm injured. Um, I'm working on kind of just learning a few more, 270s on and 270s off and different presses and things on the rails, trying to get a bit creative with it. What else? Tricks I'm working on. There's actually one I'm working on that I've tried a few times. It's a 1-2-1. It's a toe side backside 180 to blind. So it's basically it's a nothing, but it's basically, yeah, toe side backside off axis 180, and then you stop and you rewind it back to blind, and that's kind of a it's hard. You get like pretty hung up on it, but just working on it. Steve Louise, Ernie Douglas, call me Chip Douglas. You're just a shit stirrer, aren't you? It's awesome. I love it. Rails awake, I'd have to say, but rails are so much fun. I really enjoy hitting rails. Don't get to hit them enough. So we're working on building some rails out here in New Zealand, and hopefully we get a cable. 7784, thanks for joining. How you doing? He's good old Kiwi importer, bringing in company wake and some of the DVDs and things like that. So thanks for joining in. Alex, all right, I'm Jim Carrey. All right, hey Jim Carrey, good to see you. Blonde or brunette? Um, whoo. I tend to go for the blondes more often, but I'm quite a fan of brunettes. I find a girl for a brunette girl to look smoking hot, she's got to be naturally smoking hot, whereas a blonde girl can, or a girl can dye her hair blonde and look hotter anyway. Um, Both at the same time. Yeah, with her all. I thought you were gone. I thought you were out of here. Um, um, what else? Alex, damn you. Hi, which board do I ride now? I ride the Ronex 146-1, the big one with Ronex boots. Um, you know it. Too many slams to the head. What? Witherball's. Yeah, I keep checking in. Did you clean your bike already, Witherballs? I swear if that thing pushed back, you'd probably do it. um, so, Chip Douglas. Hey, Steve's Louise. Um, what else? Wait, I gotta go back. So Skull, who are you? Reveal yourself. I'm guessing you're a Skull Candy um, representative of some sort, maybe Dale or oh, who else? Oh, it's hard to say. Um, if given the opportunity, would you do nude male modeling? If it paid enough, yeah. As long as didn't have my cock out and wasn't actually showing it, if it was tasteful, yeah. If it paid enough, why not? Just for shits and giggles. I'll be honest. Um, um, no affiliation with Skull Candy. All right, all right. Steve's Louise. Actually, Skull is good at giving time. Hence the name is Skull. Oh, this is awesome. I'm loving this. What is my contest run? My contest run right now, what do we got? 5 tricks up and back. Be nuclear glide to fakie, toe side 7, tail grab roll to blind, um, Pete Rose, heel 7. Then I'd go big backside 180 into the flats, batwing to blind, whirly 5, toe side roll to blind, and yeah, then toe 9 off the double up. But if I was in the Pro Tour, I'd probably go for a 10 just for shits and giggles. Um, turtle. So that's my contest run. My ideal contest run that I've been kind of working on building up to is nuclear glide to fakie, big switch, blind 180, probably grab it mute, and then I go into a I've been wanting to put my toe side 7 into the flats in there, just because that's a trick I've been working on. I've been doing it for a few years, but I've never actually done it in contest. And I've started grabbing it now as well. I've pretty much just cut as hard as I can at the wake and bang out a toe 7. Also been wanting to try and take this tail grab roll to blind. I want to take it to roll to blind 3 like Chris O'Shea does off the double up. Yes, Harley is sick with his wake to wake blind Pete. I've been working on that trick as well. That is extremely difficult. I've committed to it, I think, 2 or 3 times, and I got around most times, but it's just really hard to get over your toes, and it kind of pulls you out the front a lot. You land super front foot heavy. Harley just bangs them out as if they're nothing. Also, his back mob 5s wake to wake. That kid's insane. I can't say enough about his riding. Sorry, that just distracted me. How old were you when I lost my virginity? I was 15 years old. I lost it to my girlfriend at the time, which she lost her virginity. Um, She was 16. She was my girlfriend. We had a good, nice little romantic virginity taking session together. It was awesome. It was really romantic. Um, do I bang them out like they're nothing? What are you talking about? What, you're talking about wakeboarding, right? Obviously, I bang them out like they're nothing. Yes, yes, that's what I do. You dirty tutu. Who are you? Um, Skull has no affiliation with Skull Candy. All right, we'll establish that. It'll be interesting to find out who you are at some point. Steve's Louise, damn, I was 39 when I lost yours. Yeah, well, at least you weren't the 40-year-old virgin. 39's, I mean, 39's the new 19, isn't it? Really? Phil Sobin's Crow 7 is insane. Um, that is probably one of the most ridiculous tricks I've seen ever. Um, Dirty. What do you mean dirty? I will say it again. Dirty, dirty. That's an accent. That's my accent. I'm a cougar. He wants some. I feel like you're into younger girls. Oh, wow. I feel like someone's just changing their name and just rinsing me. The occasional cougar, why not? But yeah, no, younger girls are better. Cougars are more experienced though. All right, I thought this was about wakeboarding. Come on, guys, let's get serious here for a minute. Rubber dub dub. Mm. Um, what else? This is this has been going on quite a while, hasn't it? What is it like 8:20 over there right now? It's 2:17. Well, it means it'll be 8:17 over there. I've actually, after we get done here, I'm going to be headed off to a personal trainer session. It's at a place called Body Wall. Basically, it's like Velcro floor and Velcro walls, and you end up wearing like Velcro shoes and stuff, and they stretch you out in all these different sort of stretches, and you use a lot of resistance kind of work. It's really good rehab for my knee and also my shoulders and stuff. First time I went, I actually threw up. It was that intense. I nearly passed out first and second time I went. This is actually a third time, so we'll see. Hopefully I don't pass out. Hopefully I don't throw up. Um, it's amazing though. It's really good. I grab everything. Wakeboarding, yeah, I try to anyway. I mean, there was a saying once. I can't remember who it was. Why grab your board? It's attached to your feet. Why grab it? But mysterious, yes. All right, all right. Later, Dougie B. Take it easy. Good to see you. Boat or bed? Style man. Boat or bed? Boat or bed? Well, boat for sure. What are you talking about? I like boats. I like bed too. I was slept in this morning. Um, Style, man. That's why you grab. If you're not going to grab it, what? If you're not going to grab it, would do it. Why do it? Yeah, exactly. See, I like it. I like grabbing tricks. I try to grab everything I do. I think the one trick I don't really grab is my whirly five because I used to do the nuclear whirly five and got smashed a few times on that, and it's yeah, that was a pretty awesome crash. But yeah, no, grabbing definitely grabbing is sick. That's the way to do it. Are you talking to me, Andrew? How do I know Chris O'Shea? Ride with him all the time. Uh, Good kid, that guy. He's definitely switched on. Um, he's very opinionated about the way he wants the sport to go, and it was sick that he got nominated, or he got named as Rider of the Year by Alliance Mag. He definitely deserves it. He's this absolutely insane rider. Um, and yeah, man. I mean, I get to ride with Chris a little bit. Probably should ride with him more. Actually, I rode with him a little bit this season, but he had a few injuries as well. We all go through our injury times, and yeah, no, Chriso's killer, man. Such a sick dude, super mellow. kills it on the guitar. I've actually been learning to play the guitar a little bit lately, and learning a little bit from him. Um, no, Chris is super mellow, super good dude. Um, but but yeah, I mean, all those Aussie guys though, all the Aussie crew are sick. They're all cool, man. Especially most of the all the original guys. But Dean Smith is awesome. Scotty Brooms, like they're all just such fun guys to hang around. DW, like Daniel Watkins, they're just, I mean, such a good crew, so much fun to ride with. Can I comment please on Chris O joining company? Yeah, I mean, it was a big move for him. I mean, there was talk of it for a while. Basically, from what I understand, he had a salary drop by Hyperlight, and so I mean, he was looking at other options. He was still riding his Hyperlight board, but just basically, spray painting his boards and just riding the board that he enjoyed riding. But yeah, he's worked out a deal with company. I think it's good for him. He's going to be one of their top riders. He deserves it. He deserves to get paid. He deserves to be a superstar because he is absolutely one of the most insane riders there is. Um, what's the cost of living in New Zealand compared to America? It's pretty similar. I mean, once you convert everything, it's I mean it's similar. Gas is a little cheaper in New Zealand, and sorry, in America, it's cheaper to ride. Um, and I mean I really enjoy living in the States though. It's cool. The only problem for me is I don't have a proper visa for there. I've just got a tourist visa. So when it comes to earning money, I'm not allowed to get a job. I'm not allowed to earn money. I don't have a social security number. Um, so I can't get on like a phone plan, and I can't get bank loans for buying houses and things like that. So obviously, I'm working on getting that type of stuff set up so that I can end up having a house in the States. And um, what else? What else? Can I play a song for you on the guitar? I would, but I broke my string, one of the strings on my guitar actually, but and it's out of tune, and so I don't have it. I would though. Sorry, Tutu, I cannot serenade you. Pearsonville Baja CA just tuned in. Nice T-shirt. You made it from Joe from Huntington Beach. Did you really? You make this? Pretty sweet. I don't believe you. Where does it say? Does it have your name on it? Made in. It doesn't say. Anyway, you probably already said which Ronic setup you're riding. I ride the Viva in the parks. Yeah, I ride the one board with the one boots. I'm on the 146. I've ridden the parks, the Ibex. There's killer board, super poppy, super fast. Is awesome. Um, but um, but yeah, no. I mean the whole Ronix line is sick. I mean, I actually haven't ridden the Viva yet. I rode the Coven once or twice, and I wasn't used to it. So I mean, I love the one board. First ride I ever had on the one board, I landed my first Hill 9 off the double up, and so I pretty much was just sold on it straight away. And the changes they made to it like 2 years ago or last year or whatever it was perfect, exactly what it needed. A little less pop, made a little less rocker, made it a little more consistent. Um, Tutu, get out of it. Who are you, Tutu? Get out of there. Joe makes the Stokemeter t-shirts as well. That is awesome. You should make. I'm starting a clothing line, so I'll have a talk to you there, Joe. We'll have to collaborate. Um, some people blame Hyperlight that they lose riders like it was with Half Parks. Now, Chris, any comments? Um, I mean, with regards to Parks and Danny and Chad, um, I mean, it's a long story. The whole change with Hyperlight and Ronix and things like that. Basically, I mean, there was a lot of money on the table for those boys to stay with Hyperlight, but they wanted to have some control. They wanted to get involved with the company. Obviously, they wanted to support Paul and Herb O'Brien. They've always been, the leaders in manufacturing wakeboard products. So I mean, it was a decision for them. It was a big decision for anyone who's seen the Parks documentary. Parks talks about it as well. It was. I mean, they're now part owners in the company now. So I mean, when Ronix really takes off, once this, I mean, it's already known as one of the best wakeboard brands out there. It's just they just started in such a tough time that it's making, it's hard for them to get off the ground. Take my shirt off. No, thank you. Tutu, you're a girl. I hope so. Haha, yeah, I'm a girl. Are you? No. Brad will take his shirt off if you take your panties off. Roll them into a ball and put them in your mouth. She would too. I think that's Mandy, I guess. Maybe not. Sam, do you try to go off when you spin, or is it natural? Because you have the sickest axis when you spin, brah. Cheers, buddy. I do try to go off axis. I don't try to go super off axis, like sometimes, like with my tens especially, they kind of go sideways and almost inverted. That's just basically once I start to go off axis and I pull on the handle, it just kind of puts me into that axis, and yeah, it works. I mean, it's, some people don't like it, some people do. It's just the way I spin, and lately when I've been trying tens, I've been waiting a little longer off the double up, and it actually keeps me a little more on axis. So Tutu already has her panties off, by the way. Awesome. Yeah, so I mean, no, definitely off axis spinning. I enjoy it. I feel like I can spin faster that way. Some people like spinning. Whether or don't give out myself a number, by the way, you can't do that. All right, you can't do that. But yeah, no, good times. What else? What else? Rewritten? Question mark. What about rewritten? What about? What do you want to know? Sorry, I just got a text from the Oakley dude. It's your old Richie. Shout out to you. He's my Oakley boy. He's just texted me, said go and pick up some product tomorrow. Awesome. I love free product. Rewritten. What do I think of it? I like the idea of the intro. The whole like 8 or 9 double ups in a row or whatever it is. That's super creative. That was really cool. It's definitely it was an interesting video, and I can see from an up and coming rider's perspective. If they watched that video, they would be super pumped on Hyperlight. They'd be really wanting to aspire to be on the Hyperlight team, because it shows that if you're on the Hyperlight team, you get to go and ride with JD. You get to ride at JD's house or Murray's house or Rusty's house, or and it's about the whole team camaraderie. And the only thing I didn't like about it is the fact that it was very repetitive, the tricks, because it was in different locations. It's not like each person was, they'd land a trick, and so they'd tick it off as, I've got that trick for my section, and you can't really see, okay, this rider did all these tricks this year, and they there was this amount of progression, and it doesn't have that build up aspect that most wakeboard videos with sections has. It was good film, good tricks and things like that, but I just thought it lacked a bit of intensity. Am I near any good surf? Yeah, I'm about 40 minutes away from a really good surf break called Piha. Also Maori Bay, Muriwai. There's a bunch of surf breaks around here. I actually haven't been surfing in a long time. What's my input on flex boards? I've never actually ridden one, so I can't really say. I like the whole idea of like a flexi tip and tail with a stiff mid section for rails, especially pressing and things like that. Um, where do I see myself in 10 years? Still in the sport? Yep, I think so. Yeah, I'd like to be. I'd like to be still riding. Look at Sean Murray. He's still competing. By that time, 10 years time, I'll be 32. Hopefully, my body's still holding up. Hopefully, I'll still be competing. There's going to be some young guys that'll be coming through by then. Probably even Taylor Watkins, Daniel's son. He'll be what 14 years old, 13, 14 years old by then. He'll probably be out there ripping. And same with Rusty's son, Marek. I can see that those kids will probably the true second generation of wakeboarders. They'll be killing it for sure. But yeah, definitely want to be part of the sport in 10 years. Any chance of talking to Ronix crew into releasing some more styles of clothing, at least mid-season? Tired of seeing the same 4 t-shirts all season. Yes, I'm going to talk to them about that because that is a great idea. Would like to see more clothes and things like that coming out. Chancey, is that you, Chancey Watkins? Chance, or is that just Chance? Chancey. Anyway. 2010. Oh yeah, 2010 Ironix artwork soon. So what are you doing? Joe, are you making t-shirts? Is that what's going on? Nothing very new. Yeah, I agree, Andrew. There's 1080s and stuff, but it was just very repetitive. Steve Louise, I'm only 22. I thought you were older. No, I'm only 22. Still a young buck. I might look old, but nah, still a youngin'. Just chance. So how was jumping the dam in Tokoroa? Dude, that was awesome. That was so much fun. The the first year I did, I don't know if you guys have seen, if you YouTube uh, Brad Smeele step up or something like that, you'll see video footage from the first one. I had this freestyle motocross kicker, which was pretty much vert, and I hit it like 4 times and basically called it a day, didn't land it, was just nearly killing myself. So I went back, rebuilt a kicker. It was about 9 meters long, 3 meters high, and that was insane. I was coming into that thing at 50 k's or 30 something mile an hour and boosting off that up. It was fun, man. I wish I'd had more time to hit it and try some more stuff. I wanted to like to go upside down. I would like to try some more technical stuff off it, but after the couple of days I got hitting it, basically the ramp ended up breaking. It was cold. I ended up getting hurt, like was coughing up blood at one point. I never hit the damn wall, but it was one of my friends, Brant, came pretty close. He hit a screw in the ramp, and he actually nearly hit the wall. It was pretty gnarly. But no, definitely I want to do it again. In fact, I really want to rebuild that ramp. Try and go upside down. Try some tantrum to blinds up it. Big just kind of more snowboard style tricks though, almost like a backside rodeo 5 rather than a tantrum to blind. And some big backside 180s, which I tried some on that, but it's weird though. Like you're coming up and over the level of the water, over the top of the dam, and then once you're going across, you're only this high above the water, but you've still got so much side to side travel that you still got another couple of seconds before you land, even when you're this high above. So it's no, it was fun, man. Definitely gonna try and hit that up again. But yeah, check out the footage. It's on iwake.com. Also, while you guys are at it, create yourselves a profile. It's Facebook for wakeboarders. We're going to be building it up. Still got a bit of tweaking to do. But yeah, definitely jump on there, check out the site, and I've been making little videos too. I just went to Aussie a couple of weeks ago for the X Kings event. There's a little video on that I just posted up. Let's do it. I'm sure Jamie would be keen. Yep, I'm sure he would. Sam, did you regular toe nine, right? Yep, that was the first nine I did. Was regular toe nine. That was 10. Yeah. Yeah, regular 10. I was the first to do a regular 10. But yeah, no, regular toe nine was my first nine that I did. Um, but yeah, I was the first person to do a regular 1080. And yeah, as I said, I've done three of them now. But there's a handful of guys doing tens now. There's probably 10 people that have done them. You got what? Parks, Kenny, Danny, Rusty, me, Rathy, Jimmy, Bob Soven, Tino Santori, um, Steel Lafferty, Wake to Wake. My God, that kid's got springs in his legs or something. Yeah, and it was behind a VLX all three times. Been behind a Malibu VLX. Once Dean Smith was driving, once Jeff Witherell was driving, another time Alex Brown was driving. So yeah, that was awesome. Good times. Maurice, are you still there, buddy? How much more time do we have out on this thing? Um, but hey, thanks to everyone for tuning in. It's been awesome. I think we're probably nearing the end of our session. 5 more minutes. Awesome, awesome. Um, but yeah, I mean, if any of you guys get the chance to come out here, ride in New Zealand, hit me up. iwake.com. It's your Facebook for wakeboarders. Keep in touch with your riders. Keep up with what they're on. Do you think any females can ever compete with men? No, I don't think so. I'll be honest. I mean, Dallas is killing it. Nicola Butler killing it. They'll never be able to compete with the top guys. They could compete with some of the mid-range guys, but yeah, no, it's yeah. What's this? All right. Catch you later. We'll definitely have to catch up for a beer. Oh yeah, I'll be there 28th, 29th of November. I don't know if I'll be riding because of my knee, but we'll see. Yeah, Mango. XP, did you enjoy the contest in Arkansas? Yeah, dude. Oh my God, how was that? That 110 that was there. One of them I nearly rode away from. I should have ridden away from. My God, why didn't I ride away from that one? Arkansas, yeah, it was fun. It was just it's. I'll be honest, the INT contest format, I really don't like it. The fact that they had a different boat every round was just stupid. The judging format is like trick skiing. That needs to change. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to bullshit you. Yeah. It was a fun event. I enjoyed it, but at the same time, there's some stuff that needs changing there. But yeah, awesome. I'm going to sign off now. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Make sure you check out iwake.com. Create yourselves a profile and oh wait, hottest airpoint pickup. Well, come on. Oh, is this? I mean, I've got one in mind. It was out in Dallas. Her name was Little Taylor Reason. I hope that's not upsetting anyone because that was definitely the hottest airport pickup. Little T Honey. Um, but Fashion Air rocks. Later. Peace out. Tutu. Who's that? Is that? I really hope it. That is. I'm gonna be honest. That was my hottest airport pickup. Taylor. Tidy. Very tidy. Good show. Huntington Beach, Joe. Thanks for tuning in. We'll have to get in touch about getting some t-shirts done. Tutu, I'm sorry. Who are you? Go on, reveal yourself to me. Maybe you're the second hottest airport pickup. Wait, did I pick you up or did you pick me up? It's hard to say. All right. out. I'm out of here. Steel, is that Steel Lafferty? I think you tuned in a bit late, buddy. I was just giving you props for your 10 off the wake. Um, Steel, come on, is that you, Steel Lafferty? But yeah, bro, I'm out. Take it easy. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys when I get back to the States. We'll catch up for sure. Everyone, holla, holla at me. And add me for a friend on iWake.